Hello there, my good gaming girls and boys. It's your good buddy Waifu Belector, the only fair human on Earth, and wouldn't you know it, we're here to talk about Apex Legends today. A game I haven't talked about in a very long time, but today we've got something interesting, as it seems that Apex may be on the cusp of major change due to a lack of engagement. And we all know, as one of the live service forever games, this really isn't what you want. So let's go ahead and talk about it and what I find interesting about it. Remember to give the video a like if you enjoy, as always, and consider subscribing. Thanks in advance. Let's talk Apex. So we get this little peek into Apex Legends from a recent EA earnings call where EA was reporting on earnings and revenue results for its fiscal third quarter. And during this earnings call, EA just flat out says that Apex is not earning enough money for them, plain and simple. And additionally, that Apex Legends has brought in less and less and less and declined year over year. However, they also say that this is in line with their expectations. Not to say that this is what they wanted from Apex, it certainly isn't, but this is what they projected and expected, more or less. But that doesn't necessarily make it less disappointing, you know? Now, I find this interesting because of Apex's standing in the gaming public consciousness. It's kind of viewed as one of the games that won't go away, especially in terms of Battle Royale, where you just kind of view it as Fortnite, Warzone, and Apex. So yeah, while it didn't take a genius to assume that Apex Legends had decreased in value a notable amount, I think a lot of us put that part together, it's still a little shocking to hear just how much it's falling short. Seems like it's bordering on being completely shut down in the coming years if something doesn't change. And yes, I said the coming years. Don't worry, Apex enjoyers, the game's not going anywhere in the immediate future. That we can be sure of because of more information that I'll get to in a second. It's just that I wonder what the absolute fall off of Apex, should it ever happen, would mean for the rest of gaming and live service gaming especially. Because Apex is viewed as a pillar, not as big and as load bearing as something like Fortnite or League, but still a very big pillar in live service. So I think if we were to watch one of those pillars fall, then execs' viewpoints of live service might change. You know, they may no longer just see the potential for money. Their fucking tunnel vision might widen up. Because as of right now, if you tell these gaming execs, hey, dude, live service is hard and most of these games don't pan out next to all the competition, their response is just, yeah, but we'll make so much fucking money if it works, so get to it. And they can't be deterred, can't be swayed. Like I said, tunnel vision. But if something like Apex goes down, maybe that'll really be the oh shit moment. I mean, maybe not, everything might just go on as usual, or it could prompt some publishers to push for live service less, or maybe simply try to assure better quality for live service games they'll continue pursuing. Or maybe the 7 or 8 years of Apex existing that it'll likely be at if it ends up shutting down, maybe the money made in that time is worth it, so nothing changes. But like I said, we now know that Apex is simply not making enough money. What we don't know is how long it's been like that. For all we know, it was 3 of their current 6 years. Would that be worth it financially? I don't know, I'd have to ask EA. Regardless of what would come of it, I just think it would create a ripple effect among studios and publishers if Apex were to fully shut down. But that possible eventuality is far off, because we have more info from this EA financial call. We also learned that they've got a plan in place. A plan to revitalize Apex Legends and get it back in shipshape. EA, along with Respawn I assume, says they've been exploring options and assessing the situation. They've been testing and tuning and now have an outline for what will essentially be Apex 2.0, presumably a large-scale update that attempts to make the game feel new and fresh. Because there really is no language used that implies that this would be an Overwatch 2 situation where Apex puts out a whole new game. Also, seeing how poorly received that was, EA probably doesn't want to go there. So no, as the 2.0 suggests, this will likely be an overhauling update. And although it seems to be needed because of Apex's underperformance, it doesn't seem to be of dire immediacy, because we're also told clearly that EA does not want this to release on top of Battlefield 6 or whatever the new Battlefield will be called. They want to give all their big stuff its own room to breathe. And we know a new Battlefield is set to come out sometime before April 2026. Which means that Apex 2.0 would be sometime after that, either later in the year or early 2027 most likely. We'll see. I'm interested to see just what they end up doing to the game exactly to try and fully bring it back to life. I personally stopped playing Apex a good long while ago because to me the game did keep getting worse. And I am also aware that they're releasing fewer and fewer legends and instead sprinkling in character reworks. I can't imagine the lack of new legends helps the game, but at the same time, maybe the lack of legends isn't a cause of their failings, but rather a symptom of it. I couldn't tell you. All I know is I'm sure EA really desperately fucking wants this to work, because it hasn't all been sunshine and rainbows for them. Not as bad as Ubisoft, but Dragon Age the Veilguard really kinda got brushed off by players as a yesterday's franchise that they don't want. So we see stuff like EA really pushing the player feedback angle with this Battlefield Labs thing. Clearly they're trying really hard to make sure the next Battlefield is received well, maybe even has an uncharacteristically smooth launch, because they really need their big guys to hit. And so I imagine they'll approach the big Apex update with a similar sense of importance. And you know, I hope it works. Apex was a great game. Stuff changed down the road. I stopped playing, it stopped meshing with me. But if I see some cool shit, I'm gonna go where the cool shit is. So I hope Apex brings it with its 2.0 update eventually. Like I said, it's a long way off. Anyway, I think that's all there is to say about this for now. Let me know what you think about any of this. What do you think of the quality of Apex currently for those who are still playing? What do you think a 2.0 update would need? Do you like the shift away from new legends? All that kind of stuff. Drop it in the comments. And try not to insult me down there. Some of you guys get so mad, and I don't even say anything bad about these games half the time. Be mad at EA, guys. This isn't my fault. Some of you identify with these games you like entirely too hard. The game does not love you back, and it's not a judgment of your character if someone critiques it or dislikes it. Chill, bro. Alright though, thanks for watching. I really do appreciate it. I'd appreciate a thumbs up on the video even more though, and I'd appreciate if you subscribed even more than that. But regardless of whether or not you get that triple appreciation from me, thanks for just getting this far. See you later. Until next time, I am Waifu Belector. I am just a normal guy. I like hentai, and good luck to Apex. Goodbye.